No, I think I'm done here.
Mr. Whitaker,
Oh,
how did your case go?
it actually went pretty good. Me and McDaniel's, we actually got commended by Judge Pepper. He said that we both presented really good counsel on both sides, and he liked seeing that we had a goal going into it and a sense of direction. And overall, he was very pleased with the entire outcome. We did the um, plaintiff counsel did show that there was malpractice, uh, although the amount that was awarded was $175, and then the cost of lawyer fees, which I believe was $27.50. So they rounded up to 28, and then they added 100 for malpractice, but they filed for financial relief as the defendant did not have enough, so they reduced it $100, and it came out to 215.
So you won.
Yes, overall it was very interesting, and it's the first litigation that I've done on my own. At the same time, I did come into this one in the middle because Favish unfortunately had to return home for a few months because of some unfortunate things back at home with his grandparents.
Well, are you taking any criminal cases anytime soon?
I don't have any on my plate at the moment, especially since the one that just closed. Unfortunately, I was actually really looking forward to going forward with that case, but
Uh,
you know,
Jesse Jangles?
yes, but it's
Well,
unfortunate the circumstances that have arisen since then.
I wouldn't necessarily call it unfortunate to put it in very uncourtly words. And now that the case is closed, he was fucked 12 ways to Sunday.
Yes, he was. I mean, from what I was looking at, there was potential to reduce charges, but not completely, eliminate them. But
I
that,
don't see him being exonerated from anything.
I mean, especially with the recent actions, yeah, that did not pan out in his favor at
It's
all.
just as a word of advice to any of your future clients, it is very unwise to send a letter to the Chief Justice demanding your release on account that your associates are willing to kill a lawman.
Yeah, that's one way to get yourself screwed 12 ways to Sunday.
Yes, I believe I use the word fucked, but yes.
it's it was, yeah, I did not see that coming. And oh, head pop.
Oh, happens is best.
Hey, I see Ansel's in here. Poppy Sims. Let's see. Who else do I know? Of course, Rick's in here. Hi, Rick. I see you. Where's he done left already? Oh, there we are.
Shoot out in the
Hmm,
middle of town. It might work
there
out.
we are.
Try to go around and
Yeah,
ask everyone if Valentine this.
Mm-hmm.
Still no telegram. Oh,
and
hello
so
again, everyone. Hello,
howdy.
Felix, and hello, Felix. I mean,
Hello.
Richards.
So yeah, the reason why I say it was unfortunate was because that case would have been really challenging. It would have been a really good learning experience, regardless of the outcome. But
Oh,
you know,
you know that
definitely still
little
try to do my best
that
to
was in there?
defend the client. But yeah, definitely another learning experience as to what happened leading up to
Oh, whatever Jed's got
the
him.
final verdict of the trial.
Well, yes, it would have been interesting. Although I have a feeling it would have just turned into a situation where Mr. Jangles was going to preach about how terrible he was.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well,
well, shit. Well, shit is
there's
out
no
of Longstreet.
telling.
I mean,
It's
where's my water supply?
overall he definitely is an unpredictable individual so far. Um,
Yes, well, my understanding he was in it for the infamy.
I wouldn't stick around here focusing
yeah,
off the Longstreet
that's
man.
what
He's here to steal your children. Oh.
the gosh, yelling.
Yeah, I saw the posters.
Anyways, and that's what the newspaper article that I believe it was issue number 3 for Monroe County News that they had
Yeah,
published his
Longstreet is
statements in
looking
there,
for systems
and
degrees. So
yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what I got from it.
Mm.
yeah.
Well, it's unfortunate, but yeah, I think a trial would have been good, especially for his victims, um, to be present for and to be able to give their own statements. However, I think the end result would have been the same, if you ask me.
Well, there's no telling. Especially not now.
No, and there were active threats that the trial would have been endangered anyway, so probably best that it didn't happen at all.
Really? Hmm.
Yes, well, you know, the chucking of dynamite, as it were.
Oh. Okay. Didn't know dynamite got brought up in this. That's definitely cause for concern.
Yes. There is a trial tomorrow at 6 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
Eastern for Mr. Duffy Keene.
Ooh, that's Eastern Stars in the
Yes.
evening?
Yes.
Ooh. Oh man. Gotta be out. Gotta be
It'll
out of
be,
town for a little bit, but I'm sure that case is gonna go on for a while.
yes, and it'll be held at Sisika.
Oh. Okay. That's different.
Hmm. So if you're not able to get over there quickly, then you probably won't be able to be in attendance, unfortunately.
Well, I guess I'll have to look out for the final court statement. I forget.
Yes.
It's,
By the way, I just issued one in regards to a case against Mr. Nacho Gomez, who had pled no contest earlier.
oh, he pled no contest. What charges did he get?
Well, he had 2 warrants out, but the one I was dealing with was 3 counts of manslaughter.
Is that for the 3 gentlemen that were killed in Valentine a couple nights ago?
Yes, he was acquitted.
Wait, what? How?
Well, I will read the affidavit included in the evidence if you'd like.
Okay.
I, Assistant Deputy Stephen Muller, on the 28th, blah, 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 was in Valentine Saloon when myself, patrons, and employees noticed a commotion outside on the street. As we left the saloon and looked at the commotion, we noticed that there was a brawl commencing between 6 people split into 2 groups of 3. One group was to be known as the Bayou Boys, whilst The other was Mr. Nacho Gomez and his band of unknown assailants, etc., etc. During the fight, one of the Bayou boys proceeded to pull out a knife, attacking one of Nacho's men. In retaliation, Nacho's group in turn pulled out their knives, stabbing the Bayou boys, etc., 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 which resulted in their death. And
So basically, argued a self-defense from what I'm getting from that.
well, it was no contest, and I'll read out the ruling of the court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Longstreet. I think he might be taking a liking to Felix because he got to watch Felix and
The State
McDaniels
of Monroe
go at
Penal
it.
Code describes the offense of manslaughter as follows: no person shall commit an act that was neither excusable nor justified that resulted in the death of another person. In examination of the case, first of all, the court must evaluate both factors in consideration of manslaughter. First, that the act was inexcusable, and second, that the act was not justified, and that both of these conditions were met in addition to such actions resulting in a death. Given that the body of evidence found with the warrant did not include or did not indicate, that Mr. Gomez's or his party as being the instigators of the conflict, the court cannot reasonably conclude that their involvement was inexcusable. Further, as the affidavit states, the Bayou brothers were the party which escalated the quarrel to one involving deadly weapons. As the affidavit states, etc., etc., it would be unreasonable for the court to convict Mr. Gomez, as he responded in kind with reasonable fear for his life and the life of his comrades, as it is a well-known principle in common law that violent acts of bona fide self-defense are not criminal in nature.
Fair verdict. What about the other warrant? What did he have on those charges?
Kidnapping and aggravated battery, but that was dealt with pretty. There was no argument there.
Yeah, that would probably be the situation involving Mikhail and myself and Alex.
I think it had to do with some rigatoni individuals, but
Oh, so a different case. Well, you're gonna have another one against Nacho.
yeah, sure, that doesn't necessarily surprise me.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the last. I can assure you.
Are you headed into town by chance?
I am.
Looking for a game of poker, so headed that way.
Oh, I managed to double my money in about 15 minutes earlier.
Oh, well, that's lucky for you.
Yeah, it's poker is one of my favorite games. I've been playing it a long time.
How have you found serving in the function of an attorney here within the state of Monroe?
Well, it's the first time I've ever served as an attorney, and it definitely has proven to be challenging as I expected. It's been proven to be a puzzle like I expected. And both of those things I thoroughly enjoy. And then there's certain aspects about being an attorney that kind of have a beauty about them that I didn't expect. For instance, doing last will and testaments. You know, being able to be a person who can provide for somebody in that situation, being able to help them get through the process it's something that is very rewarding. And then not only that, you know, seeing the amount of effort people put into their last will and testament, as well as, you know, last words that they leave behind, it has a bittersweetness to it. Some things will make you tear up, but it's kind tears because you know it's done out of goodness. So it's definitely been interesting and meeting a lot of things that I didn't expect and learning a lot of things that I didn't even know needed to be learned. But
It seems like you're acquitting yourself rather well.
I feel like I'm doing all right. I mean, McDaniels and Judge Pepper both commended me for how I did in the courtroom earlier, and I was tickled pink, to be honest.
Your opening statements were very well laid out.
Thank you.
I wish more attorneys took the similar style approach. What are we playing for?